Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Friday morning trading session. Made it to the end of another work week. The markets just opened up, and you can see they're falling off quickly here. We did get a decent signal across the board here, so I'm sorry I'm a little bit late into the room, but we've got a nice macro pullback slash first micro macro cross slash 4-arrow consolidation here in the Hawk right off of the opening bell. Here in the Falcon on the NASDAQ, we have a trend change slash late filter entry signal, and that's having some very strong follow through. Here on the Eagle, we have a nice little just basic trend change signal. And in the Raptor, not to be outdone, we also have a decent cloud crossover pullback signal. So right out of the open, we got good signals throughout, and the market responding in kind. So big move lower for the NASDAQ traders. And we're back now in familiar territory around 4,400, which is where we saw them get support the other day. Gold is pretty much sideways right now, and crude oil on a little bit of a rally. We're just going to have to wait a few minutes now and see what's going on here in the NQ. Okay, we're getting another macro pullback signal right now here in the Hawk. This one's a little tricky though, because where do we cover the trade? There is a little bit of an opening gap this morning, which means we pretty much have to cover the trade around this 44.19, 44.20 area. That is a huge stop to start. Maybe I'll be lucky and this will get into yellow bars and I won't even need to worry about it. The market should give us a test of the extreme though, should give us a retest of the low. All right, they're not going to be nice. This is a very risky proposition right now, just because we don't know what the market is doing. So I'm going to cancel my profit order on my break even, and we'll see if this can run out a little bit. If it looks like we're going to get a retest of the lows, I'll start to roll in my stop. But not the best looking of signals right now. It's kind of a, test the waters kind of trade. Oh, and the waters are pretty favorable. So let's get those stops in there. So here comes a little bit of a reaction now to the lows, right? We've just taken out some of the buyers. Let's see if we can ride out this swing now. Yeah, Joe says, hey Eric, was that you with that big order? Yeah, that was me. That was me throwing my onesie in there. Made the market drop like a rock. So where are we likely to go to from here? Okay, 43.78 and then all the way down to 43.54 3/4. Say 43.55 for easy math. Getting comparable signals now on the Falcon and the Raptor. Structuring this trade is the same problem though, right? Because we are near some support. And we're starting to get a couple double dot signals here. So could see a little bit of an uptick before the next move down. All right, there's the Falcon signal. Let's see if we can't get this one on a second push. Can I cover it all the way up there? Nope, I cannot. Can I cover it above the primary? No, doggone, I can't do that either. Where do I have to risk this trade? That's not very inviting, seeing how strong 4,400 is. I may have to let this one go by because I can't place my stop where I want it. Can I get it right there? No, shoot. Well, that's why the trade manager is set up that way. It's set that way to keep you from hurting yourself. Jim says the DAX is selling, go for it. Yeah, it'll probably follow through. I'm supposed to be setting a good example for everybody though. Joe is asking which month is gold trading. August gold would be the month of choice right now. All right, here we go again. Same idea. Look for a second push on the signal. Can I get it? Can I get it? Darn it. Getting a signal here on the Raptor as well. Could dial in with a onesie. Looking to take advantage of the second push. Look at how the buyers are stepping in here though. You know, there's a lot more volume coming in at these levels. Our ATR stop doing a pretty good job holding us into our hawk trade here. Notice this is also a 4-arrow consolidation, but given that it has this type of shape to it, you may want to wait until it takes out the lows. Normally, the best 4-arrow consolidations have this kind of shape to them in a downtrend. Decent, oh, like this back here. See, that's a very good shape for a 4-arrow consolidation. And in an uptrend, it would look the opposite. It would look like this. Doggone it, stop that. And then it would break out to the upside. Average ones will track sideways. Before breaking out. Weak ones will have this downward slope to them. It's not to say we're not going to head lower from here, it's just it's not as attractive as some of these other shapes that we see. All right, you can see here on the Raptor how they're really starting to load up, the buyers and the sellers. Buyers getting pretty active here, sellers really sticking it in tight right here. So we'll see which side gives first. If we get a buy signal here, there's the soft edge buy if you're inclined. I didn't need to go in with a double on that one. The nice thing about this, of course, is you can cover the trade relatively tight. Why is my stop on the wrong side? Now, I would not get overly aggressive on the buy here. It's definitely a counter trend type trade, but there is good potential here for a little bit of a move higher. I'll place my break even just a little bit further. Come on, Raptor. So this is our soft edge buy signal. We have had a little itty bitty retest of the lows, right? So the market came down, stalled. There's the retest of the lows. Here we come with a buy signal. So we're anticipating a little bit of an uptick. This is purely counter trend. But normally when we see this happen, we'll see the market retreat to the hard edge, which would put us back here at 4,400. And here's the problem with counter trend trades. Is you get stuck, you can't take the trend trade, the with trend trade. Come on, buyers, where'd you go? See, now we're getting a first micro-macro cross here in the hawk. So if this fulfills, we should see the market head lower from here. Again, I don't usually do this where I would buy one tool and short the other. I'm only pointing this out to you. I probably would place my stop as far away as I could, seeing that a retracement to 4,400 is likely. I did this the other day and we closed the room before we were able to have the trades mature, but it actually worked out, which is rare, where the short position went down, finally hit its profit target, and there was a big retracement, and then the long position finally worked out as well. But that's rare. More often than not, I end up getting tagged on both sides of the trade. That's another good reason not to buy and sell the same market. Jim's wanting me to take a look at oil here. What's up with oil? Not much at the moment. Probably this red bar buy here on the hawk is the most enticing. Big rally though, look at that. Right from yesterday's close, more or less, the market turned around and giddy up. Oh, double top in oil, Jim says. Well, I'm not holding out a whole lot of hope for my trade here. The good news is that the risk was relatively small. That's good. No, there they go. They're going to tag me. Sorry if you're hearing a bunch of grunting and groaning. I cannot get comfortable with my back still bothering me. Tony is a poet. Tony says, trade early in the day and profits will stay. Trade later in the day and profits may go away. There's probably some truth to that, especially lately. All right, so we got another sell signal here on the Eagle. And are they going to let me get in on that one? No, they're going to run away on me. Oh, doggone it. These ranges this morning are just brutal. That's how that one would look. Yeah, I think so too, Joe. Joe says it's a runaway market. I think the sellers are just clobbering them this morning. Okay, another first micro macro cross signal. Kind of know the extent of the buying right now, so no point in entering right here where we know the buyers have started buying heavily right here. You're going to want to enter below that swing, I think, and that would allow you to place your stop hopefully a little bit tighter. But notice how we're starting to drift more sideways. That's not good. I guess we'll clear this off. All right, and now our hawk trade back into yellow bars. So things starting to look a little bit bullish, kind of, sort of. We'll see if we get another Raptor buy signal here, another soft edge buy. I will give it one more try in spite of how they treated me so poorly last time. And I won't expect a huge rally. If I get it, I'll take it, but I think this is more of a bear market, at least out of the gate. All right, well, there's no soft edge buy signal. Rather, we're coming back with yet another sell signal here on the Raptor and on the Falcon. So you've got your choice. You can take the second push on this one. In other words, there we go. We just let that signal engage. See how that bar is retreating? Can I cover above the height? Oh my gosh, what's going on here today? And ditto for the Raptor. And first micro macro cross, I guess it occurred back here. So the market does seem to be paying off to the short side at the moment. Yeah, and Joe says when I tell people I'm a day trader, they look at me like it's, hey, that's cool. If they only knew, Joe says. Yeah, if they only knew. Here's a little inspirational piece. Work, it's what pays for your trading habit. How true is that? There's another one, a good one out there. Um, it compares what people think you do, what your parents think you do, and what your friends think you do, and so on. And there's one of those for day trading. It's quite funny. Well, the sellers are trying to come back. We have a pretty well-defined line in the sand, if you will, 43.76 quarter seems to be the number. The number to beat if we're going to see the buyers hopefully scatter. Well, here they go. They're making another press on it. Look at the width of these bars here on the Raptor. All right, let's see whether or not we chase some buyers away from the market now or not. We'll start with our stop there. I actually want to place my stop just above here. Fine time to be shooting a trend line, but I guess better late than never. Come on, you guys. Yeah, all that early momentum is fading. That's probably a good idea, Joe. Joe says, I think I'll start trading gold now instead of crude. Gold, certainly a little bit more active. Crude has just been dead. It has not done anything. Okay, come on down. Okay, I'm not liking this lack of downward momentum. Where are my stops at? Okay, I'm gonna enable my stops. I'm gonna make this a lot more aggressive. It's put up or shut up time for the sellers. Well, there's the sellers trying to defend, but it may be too little, too late. Wow. Jim says the 30-year bond is testing a triple bottom. That's strong. So if the bonds rally, that should send the stock indexes lower, stock indices. Yeah, that's true. Jim says unless that third hit breaks out, most breakouts don't last though, right? That's why I always tell you when you're looking at a market that's breaking out, it's better to wait for the retest. See here they tried to break out to the upside, if you will. And we might just catch a break here. The hawk chart pretty much tells the story here of how terribly sideways everything is right now. Let's see, too many yellow bars. We've got a trading range that looks pretty much like this. Very balanced market at this point. Very balanced. All right, so the buyers and sellers both loaded up at this 43.76 area. Let's see whether or not they break it. And if they do, we could be in pretty good shape. All right, there they go. We'll follow this here on the Raptor. Same thing going on the Falcon, essentially. Oh, come on. Where's the follow through? I thought the buyers would have scattered. Look at how the buyers are just digging in, refusing to let go. Wow, that's not right. We should have seen the buyers head for the hills. Joe's having a good run in gold. Good. We can pull up gold here in a little bit. Oh, come on. Come on. You know you want to go lower. They know they do. See, now we've got the sellers trying to load up. See, we had a big sell spike through here. We should be seeing the market head lower from here. If it fails at this point, well, we may as well take our stop out early. In fact, I'm even thinking about bringing my stops in tighter still. Yeah, why not? We'll go with parabolics. Ditto here on the Falcon. Not liking all this volume coming in and no follow through. Not liking that one bit. Another first micro macro cross here in the Hawk. You may as well take that below the low. No point in taking it on the hash mark. Oh, now we're going to run here toward these highs. And we're back into yellow bars, so we can just forget about that. Okay, now we've also got a soft edge buy signal here on the Raptor. I don't normally reverse on myself like this, but the fact that we didn't break through here, through the lows, makes me think we might try to take a run at the highs. Oh, come on, you. There we go. Come on. So we'll see whether that early stop out was a good idea or not. I think it was. just because, well, the market should have headed lower, but it didn't. That's bad. And you can see the Falcon trying to get a little bit more bullish, the Hawk trying to get a little bit more bullish. All we're looking for is a move here back to the hard edge, which seems a little ambitious at this point. Way to go, Joe. Joe says 34 ticks on gold. Nice way to end the week. Absolutely. Well done. Jim says the bank index, the transports, and the Russell all very strong, and the DAX is bouncing off of the trend line, so we'll see whether the NQ follows through on that. You know what, folks? I'm going to have to close down the room here pretty soon. We're going to follow this trade a little bit longer, but I'm not doing very well right now. I think I got to go lay down. Come on, get up there. Confirm this support that we have. Give me that little bounce. No, I just hate it when they waffle. Good news about a trade like this is our stops are nearby, right? So we are limiting our exposure somewhat. And we've got a market that is perfectly balanced. In fact, if you wanted, you could do an OCO style trade on this. Here, let's do it on the Eagle. We haven't done anything on the Eagle yet. So you could do an OCO style trade. You could buy a break above here. You could sell a break below here. And just let the market decide which way it wants to go, because it is, like I said, perfectly balanced at this point. Okay, the buyer's starting to look a little bit stronger. Working a trend change or possible trend change signal here. In the Falcon, our trend line changed color. We have the up portion, here's the down, working on the up. Also possibly going to be a late filter entry signal. I can anticipate that the hash mark's going to print right there at 43.83. I might give it an extra tick, cover below the low. In fact, you could give it a couple extra ticks and enter above that high. That would even be better. It's only 2 more ticks. Another $10 on the NASDAQ to try to stay on the right side of the trade. Hey, Kenny, nice to see you back. Yeah, thanks. Ken says, hope you feel better. Yeah, me too. I think I just need to rest. All right, let's go back to our Raptor trade. Okay, are they finally gonna rally here above that high? We do have the retest now of the low. And there's our soft edge buy signal. We're already long. If I wasn't already long, that would be a signal that you could take a look at purchasing. Again, it's at the top end of this trading range, so you may as well just enter above the high of this candle right here, rather than right on the hash mark. Jim's shorting crude on a breakout of the trend line. So it's looking like crude may be heading a little bit lower. Oh, nicely done, Jim. Jim went long on the YM at 88 and punched out at 21. It's a nice little move. Let me get the right month here on my YM. Doggone it, they are just stuck in this tight little sideways range and they're just not letting go. So here's the YM. And Jim went long at 88, so way down here. Not quite sure which signal you took. And out at 21, so a nice little rally. Well done. No, there. Hold on, I gotta hold my stop back here. Oops. I don't want my stop to roll just yet. This is the part I know where I'm wrong. And now we've got a double pullback signal. So yeah, serves me right for trying to buy the market. Okay, we can cancel our Falcon order because that is just straight sideways. Joe asks, Eric, what's the best time to trade gold? Anytime, Joe. Gold is pretty much as global a market as you can get. It's active at all hours, in particular, well, the overnight, so the European, and the North American sessions, although it will make decent moves during the Asian session also. So for those of you who find it difficult to trade in the mornings, the North American session, you may consider looking at gold. You can get some really nice moves out of that market at all hours, really. Oh, way to go, Tony. Tony taking some profits on gold. He says, I think there was more to it, but it was just taking too long. Yeah, sometimes when the market takes a long time to decide what it wants to do, it's actually just building for a breakout, which is what we're going to see here in the NQ in a second, I think. All right, so obviously bad idea to try to do anything counter trend in the NASDAQ today. It's obviously in a very strong downtrend. Here is the OCO order on the Eagle now. And folks, I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to close up the room because I just can't sit here. I've tried everything I can to get comfortable, and I think the pain is starting to affect my judgment as well. So if you're looking to continue trading today, I would think the reasonable downside target on the session is going to be anywhere down here, 43.55, maybe even as high as 43.60. That looks like a very decent move and very doable move for the NASDAQ today. Again, I apologize. I'll be much better on Monday. Yeah, are you guys all pharmacists? I'm getting a bunch of recommendations for different medications from you. Yes, I need some ice, and I do have a back brace, Steve, that I'm going to crawl into right away. All right, you guys, we'll see you on Monday. Have yourselves a great weekend. Talk to you soon.